I'm surprised they didn't though. That's weird.
They is.
Huh? But they didn't though, cause they should have been changed a long time ago in there with that acid.
With that?
The bananas.
Oh.
The bananas supposed to change it. I mean the
oranges. It is overripe. I don't like when you get like that. You? You don't eat bananas.
I wonder if you could put it in pancake mix. Mash them up with pancake.
Yeah.
You eat banana pancake? Save them now.
I don't open one.
Oh.
You just make some now?
You want one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what it turn out like.
I'll eat pancakes before I eat grits.
You want pancake with the fish?
Oh, you finna make the fish now?
I thought you said that's what you wanted.
I do want fish.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I want pancake with fish. I eat the fish. Girl, so we so good.
Just eating, child.
That's what it is.
Just eating.
That's exactly what it is.
What's up, y'all? We was just eating, honey.
Got so much to eat, we don't know what to eat.
And what not to eat.
Yeah. Oh, Mom, what? It smell? It ain't no good? Rinse it off and see what happens.
Think it's from sitting in the blood.
Probably
Sometimes
is.
it be like that.
Sitting up in that bag. Oh, they in the refrigerator.
They been in the refrigerator.
Yeah. You the one you probably rinse it off probably. Because chicken will do that too.
I know.
Sitting up in that refrigerator, but once you rinse it off,
It be that blood.
yeah.
It might was the blood. I don't think it was.
So I said once you rinse it, they probably smell different. The smell gone.
I don't know. I gotta see. You still have another filet in here.
Oh.
What's up, y'all? Yeah, I think that's the blood.
Oh, the rest of them is backbone.
Uh-huh.
So those are the 3 pieces of filet?
On both sides of the fish and then the backbone.
Yeah, but we had 3 fishes.
Yeah, you don't have to. You had the front side or the back side, now you know the other side. They cut both fillets off the bone.
Oh, yeah, right. lot of that long one.
3.
That's the part you like.
Yeah, they clean them good, honey. That little thing on it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Smoked potatoes and onions, Lord Jesus.
Thank you, Miss Cummins. I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming and saying something too. Hey, Edward, Tanya, Daniel, RJ, Shatika, Tika. What's going on, y'all? Okay, what's going on here? Oh. Thank y'all for ringing that doorbell. I appreciate it. About to cook some grits, fish, sausage, eggs. Don't trust y'all. Don't trust y'all. Don't trust y'all. Make sure what? Yeah, it was some bones. Yeah, them bones. That had that bloodline still in them. That's what it was. That blood.
So long they smell right.
I threw them away.
Oh.
That's what it was. That bone. The fish, the meat, good. But they still had that blood in that bone.
Yeah.
And that blood went sour. Baby. Okay, so we got pork steak. Y'all ring the doorbell for me if you don't mind. That means hit the thumbs up like that. Chicken. Oh, this is. Yeah, we could do chicken and pancakes. Okay. Tomorrow. Yeah, we could do chicken and pancakes tomorrow. And then we got pork chop. And then pork chop. And that's, yeah. Then I'll do some cornbread. I'll do some cornbread and some rice to go with them pork steaks tonight. That's what I do. Cornbread, rice, and them peas we still got. We'll go with the pork steak. What's going on? $9.75. But that's a blessing though, Tika, that you got you another roof and you still cheaper than a lot of folks around here. At $9.75. How many bedrooms you got? Like 3? Hey, we gotta praise God for the little things, you know. Because you know, you got 4 bedrooms. Girl, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, little Tico, you doing good with a 4 bedroom at $9.75. And again, your new roof, you know they should have been did that. But praise God on that, you know. Hey, you can't be mad. You getting you a new roof, so amen to that one, okay?
Oh Lord, they keep going through it.
I got time too.
Y'all want to
How about the lottery? Y'all, lotto is at
Mega Million.
$1.2 billion.
Even say,
You want to scratch mine? Huh? I'm glad you don't.
that's wrong with you.
$5. I paid 10, so I got that 5.
You got that 5?
Yeah.
I hope I get some because I went right behind you.
You get the same kind of
Yes, I did. I got one on.
Stupid dog. Come on Sunday now.
You ready to go?
Don't be rushing.
That's why you rushing. Yeah.
Fold that up.
Nope. It's gonna rain though. If y'all know what this is, leave a comment and let me know.
Oh shit.
You know.
If you know what that is, leave a comment and let me know.
If you know and you know.
Take it for the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You already know. You already. Think me shaking myself.
We probably lying on the website.
Ah, you already know. I'm mad though, 'cause they ain't have no females today. I wanted me some female crabs. So mama got her some crabs too. We got some crabs, some shrimp, some lobster, some snow crabs. We're gonna do some eggs, some sausage, and some eggs. I don't know if we're gonna do sausage or not. But we're gonna put some potatoes in there.
Just eggs and potatoes.
Yeah. We're gonna do them there. And it's gonna be good. I can't wait. This is what I should have got. I forgot to get. This is what I wanted from Ross. I couldn't think of what I wanted from Ross. I want me a whisk.
Why can't you get that dollar store?
I don't know. I just always get my cooking stuff from Ross. I don't never go to the dollar store though. That's one store I do not go to. I do not go to Family Dollar, Dollar General. Unless I go to the Piggly Wiggly and I need something. Other than that, where's the lid? Did I throw the lid? Unless I go to the Piggly Wiggly. That's the only time. The dollar store, they too high.
And
You
then
probably
they
have
got downside stuff that would have pissed me off.
See, I don't know about all that, because I'd rather go, if I'm going to go to the dollar store, it ain't nothing I'm really going to the dollar store for unless me and baby go and get us some snacks or something. But he wanted to go to the dollar store when we do that. But I just rather go to Walmart.
Yeah, I just cut the grass. Somebody gotta know what's wrong with it. Cut the grass. Right.
He gonna got caught in the rain trying to cut grass. So how was everybody's Christmas? Y'all glad it's over? Y'all, tell me something. That's good. That's good. Hey, Miss Gail. No, Tika. Tell me something. First of all, y'all ring the doorbell. Let me, we got 98 people up in here, 44 likes. I'm getting a little jealous, okay? Because I know I can do better. I know I can. And I know y'all can. So if you don't mind, y'all hit that like button for me. Good morning, afternoon, Lean. Finally get my seafood boil, sis. My man here to one down. What you got, girl? Getting ready. I'm about to tear it up. Girl, what you got, girl? Girl, you both, girl. Girl, I got mine too, child. But into him. Um, uh, Anywho, y'all hit the like button for me. We got 99 people in here. Let me set my first goal to 100. 100 likes. But y'all tell me something. What is magic to y'all? You what, girl? I'm finna have it going on later too, child. Girl, look, don't see the bag in the sink, girl. Girl, just came from getting them. But what is magic to y'all? Like magic, like the magic shows and stuff. Like seriously, like what is magic to y'all? Come on, drop it down in the comments. I need to know what y'all think. Not just whatever you think it is. What do y'all think it is? What do you think it is? I need to know. I need to know your opinion. Because you know I got mine. I just want to hear what y'all got to say. Because, you know, growing up, I used to love magic is the trick of the eye. Okay? But even when it's the trick of the eye and somebody take a dollar bill and break it in half, give the half to somebody else, set one half on fire, it's gone. Put the little ashes in the hand. Now, a miracle, that's only a blessing from God. Okay. Then, what if, you know, another person is doing like the little tricks and stuff and got a blindfold on and back is turned and the person just going through the audience and just grabbing something from each person in the audience, and that person that's up there can tell you what they done went and got from each person. What is that? You know, because growing up, I used to love me some magic. You know, I used to love to watch magic, but I gotta tell you about it, though. I just need y'all to put, before I tell you about it, right? Because y'all know I'm on a whole nother level type of shit. You know, y'all know me. I'm always a couple steps ahead, you know. I don't y'all say the trick of the eye and stuff like that. You know, some of the stuff is, yeah. But y'all know me. Y'all know me, okay? And y'all know I ain't finna let nobody tell me one thing and I'm just supposed to believe it. What kind of things they do, Miss Gail? A lot of it ain't even behind the hand. A lot of it is literally right in your face. But how do you take a dollar, break it in half, set one half on fire, the other person still got the other half in their hand, then you put the little ashes in from the burning dollar, in your little hand right here. Now you got like a little circle of ash in your hand. Then next thing you know, you do a little stuff, all that right there. The next thing you know, the other person still holding that half a dollar folded up in their hand. And then you take your hand and you just put it together like this with a person out the audience hand. And you just take your hand, the magician take his hand and put it next to the person's hand like this. And then next thing you know, wait. Mom, was it the next thing you know when he opened his hand, was it still a half a dollar or the whole dollar?
It was still a half.
Still a half. And then what made it the whole dollar? But anyway, some kind of way came back with a whole dollar again. Borrowed that dollar from somebody in the audience though.
Started on fire.
Started on fire. No, but this person in the audience was just a regular. It was just a regular person. It's just a regular person. Came in, just a regular person. They be doing them tricks. Yeah, they do them fast. I'm gonna tell y'all what and then the lady that calling everything out, blindfolded, back turned, and the other person just walking through the audience. But the dollar was broken half. The dollar was literally tore in half. And he gave a man out the audience $1, the one half of the dollar. And he had the other half of the dollar and set the dollar on fire. The math ain't mathing. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think it is. I got to say it. I know some of the stuff is okay. Let me tell you. So my little discernment has started kicking in, because what made me really start focusing, because it's all fun. Okay, so I'm asking this because I'm asking this because I witnessed this with my own 2 eyes, okay? So I took Mama down to see a magic show. We went to a magic show. It was nice. It was funny. Had a good time. But Miss Meredith said, "Hey, Mom." Lynn said, "Hey." Okay, took them to see the magic show, right? And it was going all good, But then the guy just had the nerve to get up there, and he want to start telling you about how things happen. Right, and what got me is because, first of all, I know where my faith is at. And you ain't finna try to tell me that it's right to believe in the two. You know what I'm saying? So, that's basically what he was saying. He was like, You know, we go through stuff and something, you know, but just because we go through stuff don't mean that we can't pull through what we go through, because only thing you have to believe is only thing you got to have is faith and believe in magic. And if you use both of them together, then you can pull out of anything, right? But then next thing you know, like this song started playing, and it was like a really like a demonic song and stuff like that, right? It was a real demonic song. So my discernment was kicking in. My discernment was kicking in. So it's just like now I'm sitting here and I'm really focused on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm really focused on what you just said, because it just didn't set in my spirit right. Like, you can't tell me that we can believe in the both. No, you got to make a choice, believe one or the other, not no both. So, you know, it's just like, so after he said that, that's what made me start paying attention more. So I started getting this feeling over me, and I'm like, See, when I was younger, magic looks like a nice thing, you know. When I was younger, magic looks like a funny thing. When I was younger, magic looks like an interesting thing. But now that I'm older and I see what I see, magic is a mix of the two. Magic is fun and games and trick of the eye and all of that right there, because that is that's what you call where they try to confuse you. They're trying to confuse you into thinking that all of it is fun, sweet, and games, but it really ain't. Magic is witchcraft. Magic is witchcraft, because ain't no way that some of this stuff that they doing, yeah, it's trick and game. But magic is witchcraft. That's what magic is. That's why you wonder, like, that's why I'm asking y'all about this particular thing. Because there was a lot of other things that he did, but you could tell, like, that other stuff was just the tricks. But the real witchcraft type stuff, that's the stuff that makes you wonder, like, how they really do that? Like, he set that, I literally saw him set that dollar on fire. Ain't no way you done set a dollar on fire and then you done came back with a dollar and gave that person in the audience their dollar back. Ain't no way. I can see you taking, you know, like lights on your hands and you just throwing the lights and all that right there. Like, that's little tricky stuff. They could have been the lights in the ceiling that was, you know, doing that, or something like that, or something that they done came up with, you know. There is black magic. That's what it is. And that's what they doing when it comes to magic. And they putting both of them together to try to make it look like a fun thing, but it really ain't. And let me tell y'all something. When it kicked in, my eye opened up. Y'all know me. I tell y'all all the time, God gave me a gift of discernment, and I can't help what I see. God let me see stuff. And I see stuff and I feel stuff. God gave me that gift, and I can't shake it. And when it kicks in, I start like really paying attention to what's going on. And I can't help it, because I think he just be wanting me to see that so that I don't get caught up in what looks like a nice thing. You know what I'm saying? When it really ain't. Both of them together. So when we was getting ready to leave, right, I know what I had saw. So I was like, I didn't even want to take a picture with the people. I was like, no, I don't want to take no picture, because I didn't want that picture. I didn't want to have a picture. I didn't. Because I'm looking at the both of them. And let me tell y'all something. When God give y'all the gift of discernment, I don't know. For anybody that's up in here and you have discernment, you gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have like the gift of prophecy or anything, because I was told like the gift of prophecy, it actually is like the gift of discernment, it actually is the gift of prophecy. But I don't fully have the gift of prophecy because I haven't fully given myself to God. But God gave me a taste of my gift. God gave me the taste, and the taste is discernment. Okay, so then when you got the gift of prophecy too, you can look at a person and you can see the evilness in them, right? Their eyes look different. And I didn't notice at one point in time when before I was told that I have the gift of discernment and stuff. I didn't notice. But I got an auntie, my mama's sister. My mama's sister is a prophet. And my mama's sister had told me this one time. This was before I even knew I had the gift of discernment, anything. And she told me, she said, sometimes I could look right at people and them demons will look right back at me. And it's true, y'all. They literally look right back at you. But it's a different look. And if you don't have that gift, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I'll sound a lot of crazy to you right now. But trust me, I'm not no demonic demon type person. I don't like stuff like that. I believe in the Lord. That's why I put my trust, my faith, and all that is at. I don't believe in stuff like that. But when I was looking at those two people last night, just from the side, looking at them from the side, y'all, their eyes was like black, no color to it. And it was like they was looking back at me, and it's like they almost felt it in the crowd. So that lady that I was telling you about, the other person that I was telling y'all about, that was blindfolded, her back turned, it just kept bothering me that I couldn't kind of figure out why this lady knew all this. I mean, it didn't matter. They was walking around through the crowd and everything. Babe was one of the ones that went up on the stage. I wish I could have recorded, but I couldn't. You know, I didn't want to get kicked out because they said if you was to record, then you'll get kicked out. But Babe was one of the ones that was called up on the stage. So the man, he had wrote something on a piece of paper, right? He wrote down something out of the book that Babe had saw, because he told Babe, look in the book, and whatever the first word is that you see, memorize it, and he was gonna write it down, which he did. He wrote it down. He wrote down another word on the paper, but then he started describing something else. So what they read.
So he was describing what he wrote down.
He wrote
the word fart.
Right.
So he was describing fart.
He was just okay. So.
But Rashawn read something different.
Right. So okay, but the man. Okay, so they got the word out the book. When he got the word out the book, the word that, I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to tell y'all, the word that they had got was eat. It was eat, E-A-T. So, when the magician started writing it on the paper, he wrote out fart, F-A-R-T. So, he started describing it like a fart. He was like, oh, do it have a smell? Do you do it all the time? And stuff like that. But really, in their mind, he was thinking of eat. And he was like, do you do it all the time? And they was like, yeah, I do it a lot all the time and stuff like that. They were still describing eat. The man, he was describing fart. So he wrote fart on the paper. He took the paper and put it right here. And he was like, he did something. He put it right here. And then next thing you know, he showed it to Babe. And when he showed it to Babe, Babe was looking crazy because we didn't see it when he showed it to him. So Babe was looking crazy, like, how you know what I was thinking? When that man turned that paper around, it was eat wrote on that paper instead of fart. That man wrote that with a permanent marker. It was eat wrote on that paper. I tell y'all no lie. We got the paper. They took the paper home. So anyway, like I was trying to tell y'all, I really didn't want to take no picture with them because I knew what I started seeing, right? I saw what I saw. I saw what I saw in the man. And I'm like, I don't want no picture. So I told Babe, I said, Babe, I don't want no, he said, you want to go take a picture with him and stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't want to take no picture with him. But baby, he didn't really know why I didn't want to take the picture, so he was like, I want to go and get this little paper autograph so I can put it in my man cave. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn. I'm like, I don't want to do this, you know. But I went and did it for him. So I started praying to myself. I was like, Lord, just cover me. I was like, you know, put a hedge of protection around me and whatever it is. I was like, I know what I saw. I know you. I know you showed me. I said, but just cover me because I know that what I saw was demonic. just cover me and my husband, right? So conversation with us from them was different. Did I tell y'all the lady that was what it was about that lady, right? The lady, the reason why it makes sense, the reason why the lady was able to be blindfolded and her back turned and be able to point out y'all ring the doorbell for me, hit the thumbs up, the like button. But the reason why the lady was blindfolded and able to tell you everything that was going on in the room and stuff like that, you know, as they walk around, they're just getting little objects from people, just random stuff. They getting it from, getting it from people. The reason why she was able to tell what that was is because that lady is a fortune teller, a psychic. That lady is a psychic, and that's what it is. That's why she was able to tell him what it was he was picking up from each person, just random people in the room. It was a room of maybe like 100 people. And he went to random people in the room, just getting stuff. Even came to us, just got stuff. The lady, she was calling all of it out. She's a psychic. That's why she so they mix all that stuff together to confuse you. And so what was so funny was when we was leaving, right? And we had gone on over there. I'm over there thinking to myself, I'm like, Lord, I got my purse. These folks know how to do shit with money and stuff like that. And honey, they might just steal all my little money out of my purse. All my little money out of my purse. You know, like my mind was going. Like it was going. So I was like, zip my purse up. Because I was trying to zip my purse, but we was getting closer and closer so fast. And I was like, babe, zip my purse up. So, but all the while, babe still didn't know why I did not want to take this picture. So I was like, babe, zip my purse up. So babe went on, zip my purse up. He done took the dang on purse and done sat down on the floor. Babe, did you sit my purse on the floor? Huh?
No.
I didn't think you sat my purse on the floor because I took my purse and I sat it up on that table. I sat my purse on the table. So that was weird that my purse was on the floor. Because I sat my purse on the you sat on the floor?
I think so.
Because I don't sit my purse on the floor. I know I didn't do that. But then I think I was going to sit it on the table. Then I was like, no, I ain't going to sit on the table. I think I was going to sit on the bookshelf, something like that. Anyway, one or the other. I sat on the table. I sat on the bookshelf. But Babe said he probably sat on the floor. He can't even damn remember, child. But anywho, so as we go up to take the picture, right, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. And I'm like, yup. So he's looking at me, but not looking at me. I'm noticing him. And I think he noticed the spirit in me. And he looking at me and I'm looking at him. And then the one that's supposed to be the psychic, right? I was trying to get my mind together, right? Because I'm like, okay. And it's so funny. I literally got myself together. I got myself together where I wasn't thinking crazy. I wasn't thinking all the stuff that I was thinking before I walked up there. Like, I guess God had calmed my spirit. So I walked up there. I wasn't next to him, but baby, he was next to him taking a picture. The lady, she wouldn't get close to me at first. She waited till the lady got ready. I'm telling you, the lady, she did not come close to me until the lady was ready to hit the button to snap the picture. Then that's when she came in and got next to me and took the picture. So I'm looking at her. I spoke to her for a reason so I could look at her too because I want to see her eyes too.
Oh, mercy.
See my husband. See, let me tell y'all something. Let me show y'all my husband.
Oh, mercy.
Let me show y'all my husband. You say what now, babe? Lord Jesus. What'd you say?
Everybody ain't what you think people is. is.
That's it. Hey, let me tell you something. It ain't what I think, it's what I see. I don't never want to think nothing like that of people. I know what I see. I know what I see. Okay? I know what I see. I know what I see. And if y'all, I ain't even gonna bring that up, but I know what I see.
Yeah, come on. And she was from back. I'm gonna make sure I tell her.
And oh yeah, and the lady was from Louisiana.
That's
The lady that I told you that was a psychic, she was from Louisiana, right? They said because they reminded me of that because I didn't even notice where the lady was from.
It's on your phone when you were looking at the thing.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it. So
That explain it right there.
I forgot where you were from. I don't remember exactly where you were from.
I spoke to her so I can look at her, right? And so I looked at her, and her eyes was just the blackest his, y'all. When I tell y'all, when you see it's gonna sound crazy. I know it's gonna sound crazy. I know y'all be like, damn, what Tiana got going on? Tiana ain't got nothing going on. Tiana can see people, okay? Tiana can see people for who they is. I just can't help it. So when I look at the lady, when you look at people and their eyes have like a unnatural type of black to it, that's what it be. That's what it be. And I think maybe, I don't know what kind of gift you have to have from God to be able to see stuff like that, but I know that you got to have a gift of discernment. To be one of the gifts you got to have is discernment. And when you have discernment, you can see them. You can literally see them. Like, I don't think they try to hide from you. I really think that they want you to see them. I really do, because they look right at you. But the person in the flesh is who tries to hide it. They try to, do little stuff like that, But the ones, the evil in them, they look right back at you with no problem. So you could just see it in their eyes, even when they turn their head, you could see it in their eyes and stuff. I know it sounds crazy, I know it do, but it's the truth, y'all. It's really the truth. And, I know spiritually a lot of y'all know that I'm pretty sure somewhere in the Bible, because I done heard, Christians say that you got to be able to have that eye to be able to see. Wherever that's said in the Bible. But you got to have that eye to be able to see. And that's the real truth, y'all. You got to be able to see and know the difference. And let me tell y'all something. God has elevated my faith. God has elevated my faith. And God allowed me to be a part of and see certain things to elevate my faith. And God allowed me to be a part of something where I was able to be able to see the difference between the two. And it's a real thing, y'all, that you must know the difference between God speaking to you and the enemy speaking to you. Because the enemy know the word just like God. And if you don't know the difference, you will be confused. And I thank God for giving me the eye to be able to see stuff, because everybody don't have that gift to be able to see and discern and be able to tell the difference between good and bad. And I thank God for that, But let me tell y'all something. These people that is psychics and fortune tellers and root workers and all kind of stuff like that, those people was given gifts from God. Those people was giving gifts from God, but it's on what makes it bad is the way that they use their gifts from God. And that's what the problem is how they use it. See, that same fortune teller could have been a prophet. But instead of her using it for the goodness of the Lord, she used it for the evil of the enemy. And that's all it is. It's all up to you on how you're going to use your gift. And I don't want to use. I'm not using my gift to worship the enemy. But I know what I know. I know what I know. And ain't no fool. And that's why I say, you could tell me one thing, but just because you tell me one thing don't mean I'm going to believe what you say. Because one thing about it, God love me. He love me. He don't play by me. And God opens my eyes to things that he want me to see. And I can't help when he start opening them eyes up and I start seeing things for the other way. That's why I told y'all be on one level, but I'm a couple levels ahead. I be a couple steps ahead. I may not say nothing. But trust and believe I see it. I just don't say nothing because sometimes you can't say what you see all the time until God wants you to open your mouth and tell it. Because then you're going to tell it all once he let you put it all together. You know what I'm saying? He give you piece by piece, piece by piece. You gotta, yeah, you know. But yeah. So I'm like, that mess right there wasn't right. That was not right. And it went, and it was bothering Bay too. It was bothering him because Bay kept saying, I don't know. At first he wasn't thinking about it. But after we left and started riding down the road and stuff, he was like, Babe, I'm still kind of confused about that because it disturbs your spirit. That's all it is. It disturbs his spirit. And when something move your spirit like that, oh, it ain't right. It is not. You better believe that it ain't right. And that mess, it just bothered me. It bothered me until I really figured it out. Because then we were riding down the road and I was like, that lady, I was trying to figure her out. Because I knew she wasn't right. But I couldn't figure out what it was that she was.
But I had already told you.
You did tell me that, but I was like, Mama told me. Mama
when
said.
You said magic, so I said that's witchcraft. I know.
Yeah, Mama told me. Mama said, I think we was in there when you told me that. Or was we in there?
We was in the car.
We was in the car, something like that. And Mama told me, that's angel numbers 111. Thank you, Lord. But anyway, the Mama had told me. Mama said, I always believed magic to be witchcraft. And I was like, I don't know, Mom, I don't know. But that's because I was younger, you know, looking at little stuff like that on TV, you know, like the you know what I'm talking about, the people that be trying to break themselves loose and all that right there, you know, it looks so innocent. That's what the enemy wants you to think. He wants you to think it's innocent. That way you will start engaging in stuff like that. You start taking your children to stuff like that. You'll start taking other people to stuff like that because it looks innocent so you can bring more people so he can steal the minds of them. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they look the way they look. All of them dress demonic. All of them do. They dress demonic. And then when he said what he said, that's what messed him up with me. When he said when you can believe in the two, I was like, oh, heck no. When he said that, oh, baby, that's when it started kicking in. I was like, this ain't right. And I felt so bad for going to see that. But you know what? God had to let me see that. It ain't like I really always wanted to go to something like that. I just wanted something to do. And that was something that came up. But I thank God for letting me see that, though. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. But I thank God for letting me see that, though. Because, you know, sometimes you have to experience certain things in order to learn, you know. You have to experience it. And, you know, I thank God for the experience. But this what puzzled me, though. This what puzzled me. I think that man wanted to know exactly who I was. He wanted to know who I was. And see, when I first walked up, he shook my hand. He shook my hand. But something in him made him want to know who I was. On the inside, not on the outside. On the inside, he wanted to know who I was. So he shook right before we left. He didn't shake my husband's hand. He wasn't even interested in shaking my husband's hand. He didn't shake my husband's hand not one time. He didn't shake my husband's hand when we first walked up. He didn't shake my husband's hand when we got ready to leave. But when we got ready to leave, that man had to shake my hand one more time. And he was like, whatever he said when he shook my hand. And I told my husband, my mama, them, didn't I tell y'all? I said, I don't know what it was. I said, but for some reason, this man, he had to shake my hand 2 times. He shook my hand 2 times. And I was like, I didn't like that. Y'all should have saw how much I ain't tell them. But y'all should have, but when I got to this house, baby, I was trying to wash it off. I was trying to wash them off of me, honey. I was trying to wash them off of me. I came home, I was just, baby, I took me a shower. Even after I took the shower, I got out of the shower, I was still just scrubbing my hands, because I was like, I don't know what that was or what that was about, but I don't want no parts of it. Baby, when I tell y'all, honey, I had to say a prayer about that thing because it was not right, and I know it wasn't right. I know it wasn't right. God let me see that. And it made me feel a certain type of way because I was a part of that. And I don't like being a part of evil stuff. I don't like stuff like that. I don't. And it's not, it's not right for them to, trick people into stuff like that. But let me tell y'all something though. They got a little girl. And that little girl gonna be just as good as them. Cause that little girl is good at what she do right now, and that's a shame. But you know what? When you serving the evil, ain't no telling what you'll do. You'll drag your loved ones, your children, your wife, that thing's so sensitive. Huh? But a little smoke, it'll do that. But you'll drag anybody into that,
It's right there.
Anybody into stuff like that when you into evil stuff. And why you can't play around with stuff like that. That's real. Like God is real and evil is real. And I believe in God, and I'm not trying to
No, I had to do something, bro.
I don't like stuff like that. No. I know who I serve. I know who I serve. And I ain't trying to be a part of the otherness because you know what? That other stuff ain't gonna take you nowhere. It ain't gonna take you nowhere, and he sure can't bless nor help you. You know what I'm saying? He can't bless or help you. And I ain't trying to be a part of that. Because for one, I know. Let me tell you something. He don't do nothing but try to use you until he can't use you no more. And then he'll destroy you. He will try to destroy you. Because if you have given yourself to him and you turned away from God, God ain't going to make you believe in him.
Bro, you don't let these folks
No, it wasn't no intuition. It was my discernment. I'm claiming my discernment. It was my discernment. God gave me that. It was my discernment that told me what it was. That's what it was. Let me tell you something. I'm not mad nor ashamed of my gift that God gave me. I'm not. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to have a gift, something from God. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. So I appreciate my blessing that God has given me because God gave me the gift that He gave me for a reason, just like you. I don't know if God gives all His children in this world gifts. I can't speak for everybody. But what I can say is God gave me a gift. And I appreciate my gift that God gave me because that allows me to be able to see people, to be able to dissect down the good from the bad. Sometimes it may take a little longer because some people good now, they can hide. Some people know how to hide real good. But I know how to dissect them down. And I thank God for that because you need that because it's a lot. Let me tell you something. 2024 has been exposing a lot of people. And I never really thought about how many bad people it is in the world. You know what I'm saying? I never thought about it. But 2024 is showing you, honey, it's a whole lot of evilness in this world. What? Say what now?
You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do with you?
What's you going? I'm just telling the truth though.
I got 7 foot dude.
I'm just telling the truth. It's a lot of evilness in this world. We all have gifts, but most of us don't realize it. Yeah. And I don't, that's why I say, and that's why I say, like, I feel like God will give you a taste of your gift, but until you fully give yourself to Him and live and walk according to Him, you're not going to have your full gift at its full capacity. You're not going to have that at its full capacity. But I think He wants us to know. I think He wants us to know that we have gifts. And, He'll let you tap into it a little bit, but you ain't going to fully be able to tap into it until you give yourself to Him. Because I can only guess that He isn't going to fully give it to you to its full capacity, because when you is still of the world, you may do worldly things with your gifts. You see what I'm saying? So when you have the gift and you living and walking with Him, then He know what direction you're gonna go with your gift. You know what I'm saying? So, but everything is a decision too. So everything. Hey, Eva, yeah, but everything. But I know God got me protected, and I thank God for protecting me. I thank God for showing me what He showed me. I thank God for all that, because in life you have to see certain things in order to want to get closer to God. That stuff like that, for me, it makes me run. It makes me run a little closer to God, because I'm like, God, I don't want to be a part of nothing like that. I don't want this to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be used by the enemy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be used like that, because He only going to use you for so long. See, God will use you and continue to use you forever for the better. But enemy, He's only going to, you got an expiration with Him. He's going to use you till He can't use you no more. And when He can't use you no more, that's when He drop you like a hot cake and try to destroy you. And probably through the same people that you was going to try to destroy yourself. You see what I'm saying? He was sending you to destroy. He will use them same people to come and mess you up. So you got to be careful of what side you trying to be on. So yeah. I have learned that the Bible is right, and the devil comes in all disguises he do. I tell my son that all the time. We got to stay vigilant. That's right. You do. I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, you just don't know. You just don't know. It be looking so nice and so sweet. Be looking so nice and so sweet. And that's how he come and creep in on you. That's like they say, wolves in sheep clothing.
Oh, this ain't
That's the definition of it right there. They come in looking all so sweet, so soft, so gentle, until he gets you. And the only thing he needs is to have control of your mind. And when you give him the control of your mind, ain't nothing else that you can do. Ain't nothing else that you can do. That's why we need God. Because God is what's going to help pull us out of that. But when you let him have that control of that mind, it's over with. That's his playground. Because it's all of it is just confusion. As he confuses you into believing what he's doing is right when it's wrong. And when he gets you caught up enough, you ain't even gonna be able to know the damn difference, because you ain't even gonna have the control of your own mind. We need God. We thank you for Jesus. Thank you for him. Because we need him. I'm telling you, this world is so corrupt. That's why God tells us that this world does not belong to us. Yeah. This world, nothing in this world belongs to us. And if you and try not to live and live by this world, because the world I guess the world belongs to the enemy. The world belongs to the enemy. This ain't of God.
Flesh.
Exactly, flesh. There we go. It's the flesh. So our flesh don't belong to God. Our spirit is what belongs to him. And so we just here. We just here until he get ready to call us. We just here. and we got to live in this here until we gone, until he call us home, you know. But you got to try to live right while you're here, so that you don't get caught up in this mess. Because when you get caught up, it's just a trap. It's just a trap. So, but I just gotta keep saying, I just thank God. That's all I can really. I just feel that, you know. I just feel that I just need to just keep thanking God. Keep thanking God for him directing me. You know, I thank God for him directing me and me having the hold on. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to use, but me having the let me see, I don't know if I want to say the will, the want. I'm just say the want. The want to see him in everything. I may not live right, but let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna say I don't have to live right. I do have to live right. I do eventually one day have to get right. But I don't have to feel sanctified and with the Holy Ghost for God to use me neither. See, that's where people get it twisted. I don't have to be a every Sunday church goer. I don't have to be one of those. But I know who I worship. I know who I worship. I worship Jesus. And you know, and the reason why I'm gonna say Jesus is because in order for me to get to God, I gotta go through Jesus. So I worship Jesus, but I also worship my heavenly Father, God, the heavenly God. I worship him because, and the reason why I had to say Jesus first is because there's more than one God. People got all kind of gods, and I didn't want to confuse you on that part right now. So I worship the heavenly, the one and only, not the created ones, not the not the what you call them, the religious ones, you know, of all the other religions, not of that one, the heavenly one, the one that Jesus came from. That's the one that I worship. So, and I know that God uses people that's just like me. None of us is perfect. I don't care how far you is in a church. Ain't nobody perfect. You just you just trying to walk right. But at the end of the day, you still do wrong, no matter who you is. You just ask God for forgiveness and repent for your sin. But no matter who you is, I don't care how long you done been in church or how old you is, we all still do wrong. But God uses people like me because there's more people that's like me that will listen to me before they will listen to somebody else they've been walking with Christ forever. You see what I'm saying? So God uses people like me. And the reason why God uses people like me, because first of all, God knows my heart. God knows who I am. God, even if I don't know fully who I am, God knows exactly who I am. God knows my intentions. God knows if I tell her this, she gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? So God knows if he give me a word or feeling or something, I'm gonna come and tell him. Just like I've been showing stuff, you know, that I've been doing and all that, but I haven't been showing a whole lot because, you know, or been live a whole lot because I wanted, you know, to just enjoy my vacation. I didn't want all the negativity and all that stuff that comes along with it, with me putting everything out there on the internet and stuff. So I kept a lot to myself. But I really wanted to come and say this today because the enemy got me messed up. He got me messed up, baby. And I kind of, you know, in a way, I kind of hate that I went to go see that, but I didn't know no better. I really thought that magic was all just tricks and fun and laughter. But it ain't that. They throw tricks and fun and laughter in there to cover up the evil stuff that they really is doing, you know. So it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Child, I'm trying to keep my grease hot, but about to burn it up at the same time.
I could say something burning.
It ain't burning though. It's about to get too hot, but y'all, we gotta be careful though. We gotta be careful and protect the minds of these children. You know what I'm saying? We gotta protect these kids, and that's what stuck out to me the most too. You know, because we got these kids, and I'm a grown woman and didn't know no better. You see what I'm saying? But we gotta protect these kids because that's who he going after, these kids.
Yeah.
He's stealing these kids, and I can't speak for the parents, but the parents, they need to be more mindful of what they're allowing these kids to do, because they don't know that they just handing their kids over to the enemy. They just handing them to them. Instead of you, let me tell you something, you gotta fight for your kids, especially when they coming up and they don't know no better. You gotta fight for your kids in every way. I don't care. Let me tell you something. God didn't. I took it off the eye. It just smoked up. God didn't,
Yeah, the kitchen's smoky.
it's smoky.
Yeah.
But God, I ain't burning nothing though. But God, he didn't bless you with children to not do your part as a parent. Let me tell you something. God give us kids for reasons, and some of the reasons is to help change you as an individual, you know. But a lot of people, they don't grasp that. They don't see it for that. They just see it as, oh, I got some kids, or you just wonder how some of them they get kids, you know, early. Like, you know, yeah, they did what they did, but sometimes, you know, let me tell you something, God, children, it ain't gonna happen if God didn't allow it. If God, I don't care who you had sex with. I don't care how old they was out there having sex with. You know, I seen something the other day, a 12-year-old, she was pregnant by a 10-year-old. I don't care how old it is. Yeah, they didn't have no business doing that, but God saw where he needed to save that person. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes that's why people ends up with children and stuff, because God try to find ways to save we as his children. So he be trying to find ways of saving us. Instead of us getting lost in his word, let me tell you something. Yes, it's not a good thing that girl is pregnant at 12 years old and that boy pregnant at 10-year-old. But guess what? That probably was God's way of trying to save that girl from what's to come later on. You know, he had to save his child. So, you know, he did what he had to do to slow her down. And a child will slow anybody down, you know, it's supposed to. But, you know, some people, they more hard-headed than others. They just don't get it. They don't get it. But like I said, we no matter how old you is, we still children, because we is God's children. So we still do childlike things. No matter how old you is, you still do childlike things. You know, and you wonder why you have dang, what's the word? Trouble. You wonder why you have trouble in your life. You wonder why, you know, things start going good and then that thing turn bad. Sometimes that's one of the reasons why. But another reason why we have those troubles in our life is because at the end of the day, yes, we don't have our good, but we also won't have our bad. But it's not, let me tell you something, one thing by God that I learned, God, oh, thank you, Jesus, though, for real. God allows certain things to happen because he be trying to protect us. He be trying to test our faith. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to test our faith. And in order to, I guess, keep us near or whatever, you know, he has to allow certain things to elevate us. He know who you is. He know what you're going to do. You know, but you have to know to stay strong in whatever it is that you're going through, because God He gonna pull you through it, no matter what it is. He gonna pull you through it. Sometimes you just went through what you went through just for a lesson to receive a blessing. When you pass a test that God done put you through, He wanted you to learn something from that, and it be a lesson to receive His blessing. And when you can pass that test, stay strong. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, no matter how hard the situation is, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it looks like, when you got God on your side, just a little mustard seed of faith is all it takes. Just a little mustard seed. As long as you can just believe just a little bit, even if you don't fully believe, but you know, you just believe just a little bit, that's all you need for God to take that little mustard seed and turn it into a quarter, a dime, a nickel, a quarter, a flower, a tree. You know what I'm saying? You don't just fully just get there. You inch your way there. You inch your way there by believing. You know, so no matter what you go through, He's always there in the midst when you can't see Him there. Sometimes you may not see Him there because He may need to redirect your path, because He knows that a distraction is coming. That's why it says that you got to keep your eye on Him, because there's always going to be a distraction coming your way, because because the enemy knows what God has for you, but he's trying to keep you from getting it. So you always going to have that distraction that comes in that try to steal your attention away from the way that God's trying to take you. And then you wonder, you know, I learned this when I was in the process of buying a house. I learned this. And that's when I learned to humble myself and follow God. That's when I learned to do that. And when I learned that, I thank God for that time in my life, because I couldn't do nothing. Nothing was in my control. Nothing was in my control. When you was in the process of buying a house, nothing is in your control. You know, you got to wait on everybody else to tell you what you can and can't have. You see what I'm saying? And then also being, I wasn't evicted. I was being put out of the house because I was renting and they wanted to sell the house. So they say, right? So I was being put out of the house so they could sell the house. It was a new owner and stuff like that. And so I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't have no family that I can go to. You know what I'm saying? So the people that should have told me, yeah, you can come stay with me, or the people that could have or probably would have told me, yeah, you could stay with me, was the same people that I thought was going to have my back, was the same people that was not there. The same ones that wasn't there. And it's not a bad thing though. But at the time, I saw it for a bad thing. But God had, well, let me tell you something, one thing by God. One thing by God, God will remove people out of your life that you know will be there for at any given day, on any situation, no matter what it is. Them people that you know gonna be there at the drop of a dime, them same people that has always been there at the drop of a dime, God will remove those same people out your life because He wants you to Himself. Because at the end of the day, you ain't finna give mama the glory. You ain't finna give daddy the glory. You ain't finna give auntie the glory. You ain't finna give your friends or whoever. You ain't finna give them the glory for what He done did for you. He ain't. You ain't. Because let me tell you something. He moved all of them out the way. You wonder why you get friends start falling off and all some people that you thought friends, they start falling off, and they start, y'all fall out, or y'all they just go their own way, or stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, one thing about God, He got to remove those people out your life, the ones that'll come running for you. Those same people that'll tell you yes, they'll start telling you no. And they probably don't even know why. But they'll start telling you no. Or it may seem, you knew that there was a way one time that you come and stay with them, or, be with them for the little time frame. But the God made it where it ain't no way. Because at the end of the day, He is working in your life. He be working. So in order for Him to show you who He is and what He can do for you, He got to move those people out of the way. He got to start telling them, those people got to start telling you no, in order for you to see, in order for you to be able to open your eyes and see, God, it ain't nobody but me and you. And ain't nothing I can do, so I'm gonna leave it in your hands. When you say that, right now, that's all he wants you to say. That's all He wants you to say. Because that's all He wants you to say, because now He knows you recognize. Now He know you recognize it ain't nobody but you and Him. Ain't nobody but you and Him. He know you recognize ain't nothing you can do. So I learned that during my house buying process. It wasn't nobody but me and God. A lot of times I wanted to cry. I'm going to tell y'all, if I was still talking to this person right now to this day, this person could be a witness to y'all and tell y'all that what I'm telling y'all ain't no lie. But I used to get on the phone. One minute I be telling them about this going on, that's going on, blah, 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 blah. Ain't no way, look like it ain't gonna happen, stuff like that. But then it's just like, but what happens is God was redirecting my path. God was putting me on another road, because that distraction came in. See, that distraction was to make me think that what God was trying to do for me wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't gonna happen. And so as long as I started going that way, started thinking that way, that's all He needed was my mind to steer me off the path that God had me on. But I didn't allow it to happen. I kept on going. I kept my focus. I'm going to tell you what. It be one day that it looked like it ain't gonna happen. But sometimes the next hour, or the next couple of hours, sometimes the next day, God be done redirected my path. God be done sent somebody I didn't even know to come and do something for me to help me along the way. Let me tell you something. Like I said, God could have used the people that I knew, but God don't use those people. God sends you people that you don't even know. See, when y'all start going through stuff, let me tell you something. Start looking to God to help pull you through. It don't matter what the situation is, how hard it is. It don't matter. Start looking to God to pull you through, and watch and see how God show you what He'll do for you. Watch and see how God show you how real He really is. He will show you. He will show you. Just intentionally do it. Intentionally. But I want you got to have that little mustard seed. You can't just intentionally do it and don't believe at the same time, because he ain't no fool. He know your intentions before you even do it. So, but just trust God and see, and watch and see what He do, because God want us all to believe. At the end of the day, He got to come and steal us back. He got to steal us back, because we living in this world of sin, And this world of sin is what's confusing us all. So he got to come steal us back. But in order to get us back, we gotta want to come back. He's not gonna force you to come back. If you think that God gonna force your hand to believe in him, you got it messed up, because one thing about God, he's the perfect gentleman. Them gentlemen that y'all be looking for that you ain't getting, he's the perfect gentleman. So he's not gonna force himself on you. You gotta want him at least a little bit. At least a little bit. That's why I say just a mustard seed, just a little bit. That's all you gotta want him for, because he gonna take that little bit and he gonna turn it into a lot. And how he turn it into a lot is with your trials, your storms, your problems, and everything that goes on in your life. We go through it because we have to go through it in order for God to show us who he is. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. In life, y'all know. In life, y'all already know, ain't nothing given to you. You got to earn it. So why you think that God just be giving all willy-nilly? Yeah, he gives, but he want us to earn it. Because when we earn it, we know where it came from. See, a lot of people, they so messed up in their head to where they lost. They believe in themselves. So they think that a lot of stuff they do on their own. When they ain't doing it on their own, that's the wrong way to think. They ain't doing nothing on their own. God is blessing you to have what you have at whatever level you at. It don't matter where we at in life. Let me tell you something. I sit and say I want to be rich because I be trying to manifest that thing and let the Lord know I want a little extra money. You know, that way I can live more comfortable. But let me tell you something. Ain't nothing uncomfortable about my living, and I ain't rich. Ain't nothing uncomfortable. God is taking good care of me. Me and my husband. God is taking good care of us because I know where my help is coming from. I don't take credit for what I have in life and stuff like that. I don't take the credit for that because I know where it's coming from. And then also, why should I be boastful and try to take credit for what I do? Because at the end of the day, I feel like, shoot, if I try to take credit for what I do, God gonna show me that it ain't me. Then there goes some problems in my life, some things I got to go through in order for him to teach me, Tiana, it ain't you, it's me. I don't need that. Let me tell you something. Like I tell you all the time, we is God's children, okay? And just like your children, all your children is different, we the same way. We all God's children, and we all is different. Some of us is more hard-headed than the other. Some of us just take a little slap on the wrist, and some of us, it takes for us to be about to lose our life to get it together. And I ain't one of them, honey. I ain't got to lose my life for me to get the picture. I'm one of the ones, a little slap on the wrist. Sometimes something a little harder, because sometimes I might get a little hard-headed or something. But it don't take much for me to see what time of day it is. No, because I already know. I know that nothing in life happens for no reason at all. Everything in life happens for a reason. Everything. It don't matter what it is. You may not want to see it like that, but it's the truth. Everything happens for a reason. And let me tell you something. You may say, "Oh no, that may not be true." Okay, let me give you this little piece right here real quick too. They don't do me. Okay. Lord, I'm say? Give it to me. What was I going to say? Okay, everything happens for a reason. So nothing happens without a reason. Oh, what I was going to say is, you know how you be going through stuff. Thank y'all for giving me to my 100 likes. I appreciate that. You know how you be going through stuff, right? Somebody that you love going through something, right? Okay. And you be praying for them and you be like, Lord, Lord, just heal them, Lord. Heal them, Lord. Heal them, you know. Make everything okay. You know, whatever it is that you be praying for that person to pull through whatever it is that they got going on. I want you to be aware of this. I want you to be aware of this because I had to learn this. And I'm not telling y'all something that I don't know. I'm telling y'all what I know from firsthand, from experience, from things that I done been through. That's why I can come and tell y'all this. Y'all see, y'all should kind of understand the type of person that I am now. Being that just because I went to a magic show and saw what I saw, and now I'm here telling y'all what I'm here telling y'all today. See, that's why I say I thank God for what He allowed me to see. Because God know me. God know me. God could have been the reason why I wanted to go to that magic show, because God probably wanted me here today to come and tell somebody something. He know that if I let Tiana see this, that's gonna disturb Tiana, and Tiana gonna want to come talk about some things. Tiana gonna come and talk about some things that I'm gonna need for her to say. I'm gonna use her tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know how God may be using you at a certain time and who He's using you for. It may not be for you, but I promise you, it may be somebody back there that probably needed to hear this. But anywho, so when you pray and be asking the Lord for healing and stuff, I need you to keep this in mind. Keep this little piece in mind. That way, when things don't go the way that you think it's supposed to go, because let me tell you something, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Things don't go the way that it's supposed to go for us. It goes the way that it's supposed to go for that individual and for God. Because let me tell you something, when that person is down, that person is dealing, whatever they're dealing with what they're dealing with for a reason. We just the people on the outside looking in. We don't know why that person is going through what they're going through. So you be praying and asking God for their healing. But I guess if God probably see within that person, and what he's, and what He's trying to work out with them, if He see that He probably can't save His child and there still is some saving in them, but He know they ain't gonna do right, that's probably why God take them. That's probably why God take them. And so when you pray and you ask God for healing, just because God take that person away does not mean that's not their healing. That's probably their healing. But see, we don't see it like that. And see, God had to teach me that, because I was praying and praying and praying and praying and praying, for my child and stuff. God gave me that time with her. He knew He was going to take her anyway. But God gave me the time with her to spend with her, to love on her, to get to know her, and all of that. What we created during the time that she was here. But God still took her from me. And I was confused at one time until I was told that just because God took her, that does not mean He didn't heal her. Healing don't always mean here on earth. You may get your healing when you go to your resting place. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind, because I know that mess people up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You be the one that be done pray. pray for somebody. And then they end up leaving this world and you're like, but why, God, but why? That don't mean that person didn't get their healing. They just ain't here no more. And all of us, we got to go. We got to go. And we sure ain't going in our own time, because if it's in, that's why we can't go in our time, because if it was left up to us to leave in our own time, God probably never come back. He'll never come back, because who gonna be ready to go? Ain't nobody gonna be ready to go. Ain't nobody gonna be ready to leave this world. So, that's why it's all in His time. It's all in His time. God ain't leaving that up to us, because we don't want to continue to live here in this sin. When God tells us that there's a better place than Him. But we don't want to, we don't be ready to die to go see. So, but I had to say that part right there. Just keep it in your mind, for anybody that may be feeling, however you may be feeling. That may be feeling, however you may be feeling about the passing of a loved one. Just remember that just because they ain't here, that don't mean that, even if it's tragically and all, God still take care of us all, Just because they ain't here, don't mean that they ain't healed, Because shoot, you pray for their healing and they come back to, come on back and stuff like that, and then next thing you know, they probably be suffering, You just never know. They probably be suffering. So, you gotta thank God in the little things. And you know what? I thank God for being that type of person too. I thank God for the little things. For the little things. But I had to say this other thing too, because it just hit my thinkers just then. I'm the type of person where I love you. A lot of times I put people before me. I put people before me. I think about somebody else's happiness before I think about my own, right? And in a way, it's probably a bad thing. But then it just made me think a little bit more about it, yesterday, because Mama, she said, what made you want to go to a magic show? I was like, well, I just figured that y'all probably wanted something to do. She told me some, look at you, you talking about some y'all. I say, you right, you hear me? I say, you right, you hear me? I say, but that's how I am all the time. But when you think about it, that's me. That's just me. And I don't know if that will ever change. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to be. Because one thing about me, I know if I was doing it for myself, I probably wouldn't do it. Because I'm such an introvert and I like to do stuff with somebody, instead of alone. I don't find too much fun in it when I do certain things alone. I like to do stuff with people. And it makes me happy to see somebody else happy. That's where I get my joy. And seeing somebody else happy, putting a smile on their face. But I don't think a person that's not like me will ever understand that, So I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing that I think about other people first. But with me, with what I do for somebody else, it puts joy in my heart knowing that I put a smile on their face. That's what makes me happy. So I don't know if that's bad or good, but that's just how I am. So that's what I thought about yesterday, because I was thinking to myself, I was like, is that kind of a bad thing? Like, is that wrong? You know, for a long time, I did think it was wrong, you know, to be like that. But then when I think about it, I kind of think that God probably put it in my spirit. No, Tia, that ain't wrong. Because I do stuff to make other people happy. And by me making other people happy, it brings joy to me. So I don't think that's a bad thing. Now maybe I probably should do more for myself, but one thing about me, I don't have to have a lot. I don't have to have a lot. As long as I got family, I got my husband, my bills paid, I got a roof over my head, I got food, and I got my cars. Don't nothing else matter. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing at all. And I have to tell my husband a lot of times, you better be glad I don't get out and go nowhere. Because, honey, every time you go somewhere, you got to spend money. So, you better be glad I don't get out and go nowhere. I don't mind sitting around doing nothing. I don't mind. Because one thing about me, I love my rest. I love my peace. And I love to know that I ain't finna be struggling the next day. I love that. So I'm not one of those ones where I have to be in everything. I ain't her. I ain't got to be in everything, doing everything. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite things to do is sit in the bathtub. That's one of my favorite things to do, especially when I go on a vacation. Let me tell you something. I express my love through my cooking. I love to feed you. And I love to entertain. I just don't like to entertain everybody. I like to entertain who I want to entertain. And you'll think that I'm a funny person because I'm picky like that. But as long as I'm around who I want to be around, we ain't gonna have no problems. But when I'm around people that my other, start kicking in, then I may not be the person that you want to be around because I start seeing people for who they is and stuff. And I can't help that. I'm very selective with the people I'm around. I can't help that. That's just me. And I don't like everybody because everybody ain't for you. Everybody ain't for you. I be wanting to be liked by a lot of people, but at the end of the day, being liked by everybody don't mean that it's gonna bring you some good. It don't mean it's gonna bring you some good. It just may bring you some problems, and I ain't got time for that. So I'd rather to have my small little close-knit circle, okay, and to myself most of the time, because I think I learned on this trip here, I like my me time too. I think I knew that, but I really learned it, that I like my me time. Normally, I sit up and be trying to play cards to the end with mama. But I like my little me time. I like to get off to myself. I like to sit over and watch my YouTube. Mom, did you know I like to watch YouTube as much as I watch YouTube? I don't think mama knew that. But I like to watch my little YouTube.
I like that too, though.
I like it, and that's my me time.
That's me. When I'm at home, I'll be into YouTube.
Yeah.
I ain't got to do nothing.
I ain't got to be.
To me, that's my entertainment.
That right. I like my little me time.
When I go a day from visiting, girl, you should see me. I don't want to do nothing because I be trying to
I like my me time.
She don't know.
I love it. And it makes me feel a certain type of way sometimes. I noticed it when mama was here. It made me feel a certain type of way because I wanted to get off to myself, I love that she's here. Because I love company. I'm an entertainer. Let me tell y'all something. Mom, did you know I cook as much as I cook? You know I cook.
Yeah, Bonnie. She be cooking.
And we be eating.
Yeah.
We be eating, y'all.
I be telling you get up in the morning cooking breakfast.
When I got, I don't cook breakfast. I don't cook breakfast at home. I don't really want to cook breakfast all the time.
What you eat now?
But when I got some people to cook for, I love to cook. Like I just like to feed people. That's me. I express my love that way. I learned that about me. Cause I'm telling you, I was getting up out of bed yesterday. It was like 7 in the morning. I got up, honey, and I had warmed up that steak, honey, and them potatoes, and made up some eggs and some sausage, child, and we ate, and honey, I went back to bed. Got back up, and did I cook yesterday? No, I ain't cooked yesterday, but I was gonna cook yesterday. But baby, when I tell you we be eating, I told Mama today, I said, Mom, we eating 3 times a day. So, baby,
3 times yesterday.
we ate like 4 times yesterday.
Yeah, bro. Y'all ate 4.
Yeah.
I ate 3.
Girl, I'm telling you. But I've been enjoying it though. I've been enjoying it. But I told Mama today we eating 3 times today though. Cause baby, I'm over here cooking this here. Supposed to be breakfast, y'all. I've been talking to y'all for so long, honey. It's brunch. I'm done cooking. Y'all come on eat. But I was posting cooking this breakfast. Then me and Mama, we're gonna have some seafood. I'm finna get some. I'm gonna come back later on and cook with y'all again, y'all, cause I'm probably gonna cook with y'all like 3 times today. Cause I told y'all we eat 3 times. But anyway, I'm finna do this breakfast. I ain't even really gonna eat too much, cause I'm gonna cook my seafood with y'all. Cause I got a seafood boil that I'm finna get ready to do. Then you know what? I'm gonna video with y'all 2 times a day, not 3. Cause while I'm doing my seafood boil, I'm gonna put my husband food on, and honey, that's gonna be for all of us too if we want some. So I'm gonna be cooking. I'm gonna be cooking that too. So you know, but yeah, we be eating, child. I'm telling you. But that's where I on this trip I learned a lot about myself. I ain't got to do nothing. And the reason why I do stuff is because I be trying to do stuff because I know my husband like to get out. But his ass, he sat around this time and he was like, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to go nowhere. He just don't know, baby. That was music to my ears. I ain't want to go nowhere either. And if yesterday I didn't say that we was gonna get out yesterday, I wouldn't have got out yesterday. I would have stayed sitting around, honey. I think Mama likes sitting around just as much as I like sitting around. Honey, let me tell you something. That is, girl, let me tell you something. But when I finally do get out, you making roast beef meat pie tonight for dinner? Oh, that sounds good. I'm doing pork steaks. We still got some of the peas in there. We're going to have them peas. And I'm going to do some fried cornbread. And I'm going to do some rice. That's what we're going to have for dinner. The pork steaks, some peas, cornbread, and rice. That's what we having. And then we're going to have the seafood boil for this evening. But then for dinner, that's what we're going to have. So, yeah, but
people just don't know how peaceful it
is. And that's probably what it is that I enjoy. I enjoy peace. I enjoy not having to do the most. Because I know when you get in charge to do the most, you get to spending too much money, baby. And let me tell you something. I enjoy being able to sit home and not go out there and work nobody 9 to 5 and get on here and do my YouTube and make ends meet the way that I do. I thank God for that. So I enjoy. So do you think I want to mess that up by being a shopaholic, getting out here trying to look like the next person, wearing this, that, the third, honey, shopping every time you turn around, honey, I'm in the store shopping for nothing. Then just piling all that stuff on up at the house. Let me tell you something. This the first time I done been shopping. I done went shopping twice since we've been out of town. This the first time I done went shopping, and every time I went in the store, it was nothing I wanted. Nothing I wanted. I felt a feeling of I don't even want to be here. That's how I was feeling. Like the first night, the first night was real bad. But y'all should have seen that store though. But I ain't even want to, it wasn't nothing I wanted. Went to the store yesterday. Nothing I wanted. Nothing. It wasn't nothing I wanted. I forced myself to buy them two little some ornaments for the trees, little I bought 2 packs of them, they were 99 cents. I was trying to get something else for the tree because it was on $3 or something, but I really didn't need it. But because in my mind while I was picking the stuff up, I was thinking to myself, why is you trying to buy all this stuff to decorate a Christmas tree for when you don't even have plans? After this right here, after being on vacation for Christmas, I think that this is what I want to do every year. For Christmas, I want to be gone somewhere. I don't want to be at home. We ain't got to be buying all the gifts and all. I ain't got to be doing all that because I want to make memories. That's what I want to do. I want to make some memories. Go somewhere and make some memories. And that's the reason why I came this year. Because I wanted to make some memories. I want to make some memories. And basically, we done been somewhere for Christmas, but I can't remember us going nowhere for no Christmas. But I was just wanting to make memories, and yeah, memories last forever. Stuff, honey, it be gone the next damn day sometimes. So, But yeah, I appreciate, huh?
Better go, time to go eat breakfast.
Yeah, so you come on too. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So I'll be back later on. I don't talk to y'all for 2 hours, but just don't think I'm crazy, cause I'm a long way from crazy. I might be a little crazy, a little bit now. Hey, all of us need a little crazy, But yeah, I don't think I'm crazy for what I was saying. I just know what I saw, and I thank God for letting me see that because I never want to go to another magic show. We had a good time. We did. We had a good time, but I don't want to go no more. That was the first and the last time for me because now I know what it is, and I definitely try to avoid anything that I know or feel that's not of God. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna say anything because I don't avoid everything because I like to drink stuff like that. But I'm just saying, y'all know, y'all know what I'm saying though. Y'all know what I'm saying though. I ain't trying to be out there doing the stuff that just unnecessary. I'm not that person. So going to a magic show, baby, they won't see Tiana no more, and her husband either, because I don't need them to be getting up in his mind, honey, and confusing him, because my husband, honey, he don't see no wrong in nothing. He don't see no wrong. And you want to know what? I thank God for blessing me with my husband. I thank God for him. I thank God for him. He get on my last nerve sometimes. I be wondering, ooh, boy. But I thank God for my husband, because my husband, he's a good man. He just know what he want. He firm in what he say, and but other than that, my husband, he do what he's supposed to do, and I thank God for blessing me with him, because God knew what I needed in a man, in a husband. So I thank God for that. But I thank God that he gave me to him, because he needed somebody like me, because my husband, he just don't see no wrong. And he'll tell me that I'm wrong until he have to come back and tell me, man, babe, you told me such, and man, I had to even come to you and tell you that you was right. So it be's like that, but it's a blessing he had me too, so I thank God he put us together, because he know what he was doing when he did what he did. He did his thing. But I can't change his ways, It is what it is, But anyway, I'll see y'all later on for charge up my phone and stuff. And I'll see y'all when we get ready to eat again, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.